Chuck E. Cheese is where a kid can be a kid. Happy Magazine Monday. Recording this on a Wednesday. Probably going to post it today. Who knows? Got a Conrail unit leading the charge with a couple Santa Fe boxcars on the shock control, mate. And then you got a little Wisconsin Central 4-bay hopper, open top hopper. Love that. No caboose. Hello, Orchard. Let's head on over here. So we're going to get to some magazines. One of them I actually reviewed ages ago on my Instagram, but now we're going to do it on YouTube. I don't really remember it that much, but it's a good magazine. You got September 94 and the one I reviewed also April 96. Let's dig right on in. Pioneer Valley Railroad. Love the fact that I love this new roadbed material, coaling station drawings. There it is. Bango and Aroostook, BL2, Iowa Interstate 38. Let's do it. Let's open it up. Shocking. Look at that. Nice little book of railroad designs. If you want spaghetti on a 4x8 table, let's go. Model Railroad. 60th anniversary. I don't know. Was that GMC? It's definitely not a Ford. I'm not a Chevy. I'm not a Ford. Sunset Valley. That's a cool picture. Got a nice little E9 in there. Was that an E3? You get the point. Zoop. Let's go. Buy stuff. Buy stuff. Buy more stuff. Buy stuff. Buy stuff. Athern. Got your Trainmaster right there. Always a neat unit. Gotta love the Trainmaster. Always does its due diligence. Buy more stuff. More stuff to be bought. Great American Train Show. Look at that. Look at all those stops. Buy more stuff. What stuff do we have to buy? Pretty cool. Look at that depressed flat car. 8 axles. That's a mean looking car. Come down here. Look at this. HO ready to run. Maxi 3 container car. That's awesome. I actually used to have 3 of these kits. I had a TTX, a Southern Pacific, and a Santa Fe. Those things always came out of the box like champions. You can tell how old this is with the horn hook couplers. But yeah, those things were great. Threw a bunch of containers in them and Yahtzee. And then just tons of other stuff. Let's see, where are we still going here? Dull blades sink ships. I'm sure they do. Look at this coaling tower. That thing is quite tall. With a house up on top. With a bird clutching a snake on the middle of a rock. No, that's the Mexican flag. Hippity-dippity flip. All right, let's keep going. Look at this. Bachmann with their SD40-2. Obviously, not prototypical. Had this weird fuel tank in the middle with this big block of die-cast metal. But still, they ran pretty smooth. They did their thing. Pioneer Valley Railroad. Look at us go. Oh, mate, that's a Mustang. I love this. That's got to be a 65 or a 66 Mustang. Got the little lights on the back. My mother-in-law used to have a banana yellow Mustang. I think it was a 66. 3 speeds. Show your bench work. That's cool. Show your work. Come on, it's math class. Show your work. Some of this stuff, that's so cool. Let's keep on moving on forward. We got the BLs. Really cool looking unit. It didn't know if it wanted to be an F unit or a GP, general purpose, but as a BL2. BL standing for branch line service. At least that's how I understood it. Quote me on that. If you understand it differently, BL might have meant something different, but I think it really just stood for branch line. Branch line number 2. Now let's try and go find the BL1. I love the overhead. You have the winterization hatch here. Gotta love Bangor and Aroostook. Very unique railroad out of Maine. That's one of our states. For those of you that are paying attention here in the United States, that's one of them. The state of Maine. What's the capital, everybody? Augusta. I love the parts list here. Let's take a quick look at it, or let's slow down. I love these brass grab irons here. With you could see even the toggle bolts that are holding them down. You got your little chain right there. This front door is very accentuated. I like that. Or access door, I should say. MU cables. And obviously, you were getting your base model from, what's our base model here? Does it say? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, there we go. Coming from Lifelike, the Proto 2000 series. Or 1000 series, which is now Walthers. I don't know. Does Walthers still sell these? I'm sure they do. Good tooling makes for longevity. Hi, everybody. Badass right there. Look at this G unit. Got a little mohawk going on with some big, thick glasses. A little bit of tint on them. And I still owe you for the time and the thing and the place, and I'll never forget it. Gotta love this old school late 60s, early 70s paneling. Disco fever. That's what it feels like. A lot of disco. Old school layouts had a lot of clutter. Like they were really filled with a lot of vignettes. This guy really did it right. Look at all that. Looks good. Love this little freight section. That's good stuff. All right, moving on. What else we got? Bippity Boppity Boopity Carbon County Railroad. That's a cool name for it. Sucking up some of the fumes. Let's keep moving on. Coast Route. I love it. Southern Pacific. Where are we at here? Guadalupe. If you've ever made yourself out to the West Coast, this is a really cool part of the coast. You could see it's Central California, but it's on the coast, and it's really cool. After you take the turn up from Santa Barbara, and then you go north, you got this little area of railroad right up here that is just so cool. And look at that. God, running stacks up the coast. Don't see that anymore. Or do you? That got a tunnel motor leading the charge, a nice GP40. Count the fans, ladies and gentlemen. Flat fan on the back with 3 of them, that's a GP40. If those were rounded Q fans, it'd be a GP50. Or possibly a Jeep 60, depending on how the dynamic brake block looked. Look at that. Got some M-track going through. Beautiful coastline shot. Or should I say coastal area, inland area of the coast shot. Gotta love this. Southern Pacific. If you see a big sign on the side of the rails, it says 15 miles to the Love Shack. Southern Pacific. 54 years on the right track. This is good stuff. I like this. These are good articles. The computerized Spring Valley Railroad. Yeah, I'm doing the computer, and we are doing all the computer work, and we are using computers, scripts, rails, a little bit of controller dikes, and possibly some resistors. I don't know why I made them sound semi-German. Proto 2000. Gotta love these suckers. Look at that. That is a beautiful looking E8, ladies and gentlemen. I love how they put the coupler cap on the front. That's really rad. You could even see it close up on the Southern Pacific. We got the coupler. On this nice little Missouri Pacific, we have a coupler cap. Really neat. I love this paint scheme from Missouri Pacific too. This blue, gray, and then this kind of white with this like metallic, this stainless steel placard on the front. Painted and whatnot. And then the Atlantic coastline's cool. Purple, purple rain, purple rain. Richard J. Krieger. This is the model of the month. Look at that. Back when they had a model of the month. I wonder if they still do. Norfolk Southern. That's SD70 standard cab, though. That's really cool. Love the steeple right here. Old school Milwaukee Road. Ahead of their time. Just running off electricity. And then you got to love the RF-15s from Baldwin. These shark noses. Whew. One wonders, why did they not stay in business, mate? Buy our stuff. And then an Iowa Interstate GP38. I love these units. Really basic paint scheme, just black with that orangey red stripe down the middle with some pin yellow and then some pin tiger stripes or yellow tiger stripes on the front. No dynamic brakes. Just the fun. That's the fun stuff. Got this old Canadian cab locomotive. Look at that. 4 windows. What are you looking at? 4 eyes. And then we'll go to all the way to the back. Buy our stuff to, oh, look at that. Home Shop. Reed's Train Shop. San Diego's largest model train store. But along the line, gotta love this picture. That is a 44 tonner, is what it looks like. Let's read this. It's a simmering August afternoon in 1960, and excited rail fans have caught up with the Springfield Terminal Railroad engine number 1. A colorful 44-tonner. Yes, I was right. Ha ha. The train is paralleling Highway 11 as it enters the Black River Gorge. Just 2 miles outside of Springfield, Vermont, the little railroad's been getting a lot of attention ever since it was written up in the November 1958 Model Railroading magazine. Or Model Railroader. That's a beautiful picture, beautiful shot, well lit, love it. That's probably like a Bachmann Spectrum 44-tonner. Really cool model. We'll get to this one later, ladies and gentlemen, but I hope you enjoyed your little tidbit of Magazine Monday. I think we'll do a part 2 to this one of April 96. But other than that, be cool, keep on rolling, and just remember, your most important signal, well, we all know, it's going to be your next one. Now let's get a good roll by here past the orchard. We're at the orchard in the orange groves of the Central Valley. Come on there, Conrail. Say hello. Goodbye.